Lassie, and the rest of the day to myself.
Well, thank you, Mr. Leprechaun, and welcome everyone to my channel, The Baking Diva. For those of you that are new here, my name is Dolores. Well, today is March 1st. So, what's coming up in March for the Diva? Well, March 17th is St. Patrick's Day, and March 17th is also my oldest grandson Jake's birthday. And I'll never forget that when he was born. Oh, they brought him in a little green knitted hat, and they came in with the refreshment cart, and it had Irish soda bread on it and all kinds of Irish goodies, and we gave him a teddy bear with shamrocks on it, and it was a really special day. So every year I always make a few things for St. Patrick's Day, but we celebrate it because of Jake's birthday, so I always do a little bit more. So what am I making for you today? Well, I am making for you Lucky Charms cookies. And these are special Lucky Charms cookies just for St. Patrick's Day. And they not only have those yummy marshmallow charms in them, but they also have chocolate chips. And to top it all off, they're green. So what do you say we get started? And I will put the recipe down below for you in the information box where you just have to hit more. So what do you say? Let's get started. So first you have to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. You will need a cookie sheet. Either put a piece of parchment paper on your cookie sheet or put one of those no-stick mats. Now, you don't need a hand mixer for this unless you want to use one. If you don't, you can use like a wooden spoon. So I'm going to take a large bowl here, and I'm going to put my first ingredients in it. And I'll have the measurements down below for you. So what I'm going to put in here is a stick of softened butter. So let me get that in there. I had this out at room temperature. And I'm going to put in both brown sugar and white sugar. So it's a half a cup of brown sugar. Let me get that in there. And you know that if you have brown sugar in a canister, you put a slice of white bread in there, it'll keep it soft for a long time. And it works. And I'm going to put in a quarter of a cup of white sugar, granulated sugar. I'm going to take my wooden spoon, and I'm going to mix the butter and the sugars all together. Doesn't that brown sugar smell good with the butter? Oh yeah. So this is pretty easy to do. If your butter is soft, it'll mix up in lickety-split. So, does anybody do anything special for St. Patrick's Day? Do you make corned beef and cabbage? I like corned beef and cabbage, and so does my family. But I said this year, because we'll go over to my daughter's house for Jake's birthday, so I said this year, I think I'm going to make corned beef sliders. What do you think? And I'll probably put them on a video for you. I mentioned it to the fam, and they all said, sounds good to them. So this is all mixed in here, as you can see. Alrighty, now, what I'm going to put in here next is, oopsie, let me get that all mixed in. So to this, I'm going to add 1 egg. Now, I do not want my cookies to be mint flavored, but if you want yours to be mint flavored, now is the time you would add some mint extract in there. So you would add about 3/4 of a teaspoon of mint extract, but I'm not going to. So let me mix the egg in with the 2 sugars. Now, I want my cookies to be green. So once I get the sugars in the egg mix, I'm going to add some green, can't even talk. So once I get the egg and the sugars all mixed up, I'm going to add some green food coloring to this. add as much as you want until you get the green color that you desire. I'm not going to make them dark green. Just remember, once you put it in, can't take it out, so go lightly at first, and you can always add a little bit in at a time. Alright, so that's mixing up very nicely. So I have my green food coloring here. I just happen to have McCormick's. You can use anything you want. So I'm going to put, let me see, maybe 3 drops in. So I'm going to mix this till I get the green shade that I like. As you can see, it's starting to change color. I'll keep mixing it. Gotta have green cookies, right? On St. Patrick's Day. Oh, I have to tell you, a few years ago, maybe 2 years ago or 3, I'm not sure, 2 maybe, on my channel, I have a recipe on there for leprechaun balls. I gotta tell you, they are so good. They're no bake and they're delicious. So if you want to go, maybe I'll put a link down below if you want to go take a peek at them. All right, so I think I'm going to put just another drop more of green in there. Yeah, we'll see how that comes out. All right, see how it's coming? All right. Does anybody make Irish soda bread? That I like. You know you can make Irish soda bread in a bundt pan. Comes out so good. Alright, I think this looks pretty green to me. I mean, I don't want to make it real dark green. I just want to make it just so it has a little green tint to it. Alright, so that's all mixed up as you can see. Okay, so now I'm going to take another bowl. And in this bowl, I'm going to add my flour. I have 1½ cups of flour. I'm going to add my baking soda and my baking powder. And I'll give you the measurements down below. I'm going to put in a little bit of salt and some cream of tartar. Cream of tartar doesn't want to come out. I just opened up a brand new one. Okay, I'm going to mix all these together. Alrighty. The cream of tartar gives the cookies like a chewy consistency, which I like. Now, one thing is make sure when we combine the wet and the dry, you don't over mix your dough, because you don't want to do that. Alrighty, so I think this is all combined. Diva, did you make a mess over here again? Oh my goodness. Let me clean that up. And normally I put green on for St. Patrick's Day, but because I'm using my green screen, remember what I said, I can't wear anything green or I'll disappear and you'll be able to see right through me. Alright, so I'm going to bring back over my wet ingredients. This is so easy. Next to my dry ingredients, and I'm going to add the dry to the wet and mix it until it forms a dough. Let me put that in here. Like I said, you can either use a wooden spoon or your mixer. I didn't feel like dirtying my mixer today, and this will work fine. Now, in here, we are going to put our Marshmallow Charms from our box of Lucky Charms cereal, and this is our Lucky Charms cereal. I have here the small box, the 10½ ounce box, and I'll tell you, I used most of the charms that were in there. Now, you used to be able to buy just a bag of the charms, but I don't know if it was a limited edition, and I don't know which stores sell them, but I bought the box of cereal and I took all the charms out of it. So if you have little kids, give them a job to do. They'll have fun picking all of those charms out of the cereal. All right, this is starting to form into a dough. It's going to be dry. Just kind of smush it down like I'm doing like this. This is a good green. I didn't want it too dark a green. Shades of green coloring, but this is the one I had. All right. Okay, this is coming good. Not going to overmix it. Now, what I wanted to tell you, and I have this written down here. Let me put this aside for a minute. I measured out 1.5 cups of the charms from the cereal, and I also have here a cup of my semi-sweet chocolate morsels. But what I wanted to tell you is, you know, with all these charms, they're all supposed to symbolize something. So I investigated it, and I have it listed here. So let me tell you, the hearts that are in here are supposed to be power to bring things to life. That's what it says. The shooting stars are supposed to be power to fly. The horseshoes in here, there's little purple horseshoes in here, or brown. They're the power to speed or slow down time. Whoa! The green clovers, they bring you luck. But it says you will never know what kind of luck you're going to get. And the blue moons that are in here, they give you the power of being invisible. Wouldn't that be awesome? And there's rainbows in there. That gives you the ability to travel instantaneously from one place to another. And there's the red balloons in here. Well, they kind of look pink to me, but they're calling them red balloons. That gives you the power to make things float. And then there's unicorns in here. Is there a unicorn? Oh yeah, I see them. Unicorns in here. Oh yeah. And the unicorns to the inaugural cereal box. Unicorns can cleanse water with a touch of their horn. Did you know that? They can heal whatever troubles you, and they always know when you are telling the truth. So did you know that about all these charms in the Lucky Charms cereal? I bet you didn't. All right, so let me bring this back over. So let me make sure this is all mixed. It says not to overmix it, and your dough is going to be very thick. And I wonder if you're even going to see this dough, or if it's going to look invisible on this spoon because it's green. So I don't know, it might be like reflective on here or something. That's funny. All right, so in here, I'm going to distribute the 1 cup of chocolate chips, ooh, and 1 for the diva, and the 1.5 cups of the charms from the Lucky Charms. These are our Luck Charms. And I'm gonna fold them in. Look at this. Can you see it? I'll try to zoom in a little for you. Once I get them all mixed through, on my cookie sheet, I'm going to use this little scooper, and I'm going to roll them into balls. And I'm going to space them a couple inches apart on my cookie sheet. Oh, look at this. I'm going to take a picture of this for you. This looks so much, this is awesome with all those charms in it and all those pretty colors. Look at that. Isn't that awesome for St. Patrick's Day? And these cookies are going to bake for 10 minutes. And if you want, when you take them out, while they're still warm, you can press a couple more of the charms in there on the top just to make them look a little bit more festive. Okay, I have my cookie sheet here. Oh, another reason we celebrate St. Patrick's Day is because I am Italian, but my hubby is Irish. So we can't let that day go by without some kind of a celebration. So between St. Patrick's Day, my grandson's birthday on St. Patrick's Day, and my hubby who's Irish, well, we kind of make a big deal of it. We usually go to my daughter's for Jake's birthday, and she goes all out decorating the house for St. Patrick's Day. So it's fun. Okay, so I have my little scooper, and I'm going to scoop out the dough. And with my clean hands, you can wear gloves if you want, but my hands are clean. I just washed them. I'm going to roll this into a ball. Okay. And I'm going to continue doing that until I use up all this yummy cookie dough. And these cookies will spread out after they're baked, and that's when we have some extra charms here that if we want, we can put on top. Just to make them look festive. All right, so I'm going to finish doing this off camera, and I'm going to put them in the oven for the 10 minutes. And once they're done, I'll be back. I'll put the little charms on some of them, and when they're cool, we'll do a taste testing. So don't go away. Alrighty, so I'm all done with these Lucky Charm cookies. They came out very colorful and festive for St. Patrick's Day. It says that when you take them out of the oven, and I baked mine for about 9 minutes, to let them cool on the cookie sheet for about 2 minutes before you take them off. So I'm going to take them off now, and then I'm going to do a little taste testing for you. But before I do my taste testing, I saw a little leprechaun run across the room. I think the leprechaun might have something to say. Oh, there he goes. Oh, there he is. Mr. Leprechaun, do you have something to say to my subscribers?
Sure, Bigora. May good luck be with you wherever you go, and your blessings outnumber the shamrocks that grow.
Oh, very nice. Alrighty, and look at these. These look very nice too. So, if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you would subscribe, hit the little bell down below, and you'll get a notification when my next video is up. And don't forget to leave me a comment and a thumbs up because it helps my channel to grow. So I'm going to have a couple of more St. Patrick's Day treats before the day is here, so don't forget to come back. Now I'm going to give one of these cookies a taste testing. They all look so good. Oh, look at this. I think I'll take this one. Oh. Alrighty, here we go. A little tiny bit crunchy on the outside, but soft on the inside. The chocolate morsel is melted, and the Lucky Charms are gooey. They taste very good. So, celebrate St. Patrick's Day with some Lucky Charms cookies, and maybe, who knows, Leprechaun will come and visit you, and you'll be lucky too. So, thank you all. If you're still here, for taking the time to watch my video, I appreciate it. You know I love you all, and I will see you all very soon. Toodles!